soft morning light falls across the garden as the world wakes gently. The air is cool, carrying the earthy scent of damp soil and leaves. Today feels special, not because of something grand or loud, but because of what's quietly taking root. This is the day 2 weeping Alaskan cypress trees will find their forever home, adding timeless beauty and structure to the landscape. These trees aren't just plants, they're living sculptures. Graceful, architectural, and full of personality. Among all the evergreens that frame this garden, the weeping Alaskan cedar stands apart, elegant in form, rich in texture, and beautifully mysterious, even in the heart of winter. There are several varieties within this remarkable family, each offering something different for the landscape dreamer. The traditional weeping Alaskan cedar, grand and broad, reaching up to 25 feet in height with sweeping, cascading branches. Then there's the Green Arrow, a slender version that stretches upward like a green flame, growing tall but staying narrow for smaller spaces. And finally, the Jubilee, which balances both worlds, neither too wide nor too compact, a perfect harmony of form and presence. Each thrives best in full sun, craving 6 to 8 hours of light, and each rewards well-draining soil with vibrant, steady growth. They're surprisingly fast growers, averaging around 15 inches a year, filling spaces with grace and movement in ways few trees can. When you look at them, you see more than green, you see poetry in form. Walking through the garden, it's easy to spot the distinct personalities of each. The standard variety stands tall and proud near the back, its broad base grounding the space with confidence. It's been growing for about 7 years, a testament to patience rewarded. Its shape has evolved beautifully, sweeping, weeping, yet purposeful, with a strong pyramidal silhouette that commands quiet admiration. Nearby, the Green Arrow Cedar holds court, slender, almost formal, and perfect for tight garden corners. It softens the edges near the irrigation box and electrical panel, proving that even functional spaces can be softened with thoughtful planting. Its vertical structure draws the eye upward, creating visual rhythm against the fence line, and in winter, when most plants fade away, it remains a striking focal point, a green exclamation mark in a quiet landscape. Then there's the Jubilee, planted just a year ago near a dogwood and a serviceberry. It's smaller now, still stretching its roots, but you can already sense what it will become, a mid-sized masterpiece, perfectly proportioned to balance the surrounding perennials. Every garden needs moments of anticipation, and the Jubilee offers just that, a glimpse of beauty still unfolding. Each of these evergreens adds something deeper than color or shape. They bring structure, depth, and serenity to every corner they inhabit. When deciduous trees shed their leaves, these evergreens remain tall, composed, and quietly breathtaking. But today, the attention shifts to 2 newcomers waiting patiently by the barn, 2 young weeping Alaskan cypress trees. Their silvery-green needles glisten with morning dew. The soil is damp from last night's rain, perfect for planting. The mission is simple but meaningful: to find the perfect homes for these trees, places where they can flourish and tell their story for decades to come. One of the chosen spots sits behind the chicken coop, a cozy corner currently occupied by 2 tired zephyrine roses. Once lovely, they've struggled: too much shade, too much mildew, too little joy. Their time has come to make way for something new, something that will thrive where they couldn't. The cypress, with its strength and evergreen elegance, feels like the right successor, a plant that will bring year-round beauty, shade, and texture to this quiet nook. As the digging begins, there's a rhythm to the work, the soft scrape of the shovel, the weight of damp earth, the smell of pine and soil blending together. The tractor hums softly in the background as Aaron prepares the auger, a tool that's become indispensable for these planting projects. What once took hours by hand now takes minutes, each perfectly rounded hole ready to cradle a tree that could outlive its planters. Watching the first cypress lower into the ground feels almost ceremonial. Every gardener knows this feeling, the mix of excitement and responsibility. Once that root ball touches soil, a new story begins. Stakes are added to support its weeping form, guiding it to grow tall and proud before gracefully cascading downward. It's like helping a young artist find their first balance before they learn to move on their own. Water trickles over the roots, soaking deep into the earth. The soil, rich and dark, drinks it in. The air smells of growth and promise. As sunlight breaks through a thin veil of clouds, the needles shimmer, catching hints of silver and blue-green. Even now, barely planted, it already looks like it belongs. The second tree awaits near the co-op. Before planting, the 2 zephyrine roses are carefully dug out, a bittersweet goodbye to plants that once bloomed beautifully but have since faded. The chickens watch curiously, pecking at the freshly turned soil. It's almost poetic, removing what no longer thrives to make room for new life. This new cypress will anchor the corner of the coop, softening the structure while adding an elegant vertical accent. Its weeping branches will one day frame the space like a natural curtain, gently swaying in the wind, offering beauty in every season, even in the quiet months of winter. This garden is never static. Every planting day is part of a larger story, of growth, change, and renewal. The evergreens bring structure, the perennials bring color, and together they create something that feels timeless. By the time the tools are put away and the tractors parked, the golden light of evening settles over the property. The new cypress trees stand quietly, their branches swaying gently as if whispering thank you. Tomorrow, the garden will look a little different. In a week, even more so. Seasons will pass, and these 2 trees will grow, slowly, steadily, beautifully, marking this day in living memory. Because every garden, at its heart, is a story of transformation. And today, that story continues, one tree, one hole, one hopeful act at a time.